We, g- we got the YouTube symbols.
Yeah. Okay, please go ahead. Huh? Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, both. Sharing my screen. Please let me know once you can able to see.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see success factors.
I'm trying to open this. Global integration. So today we will see this one. Okay. How to write the query? What is the actual query which is running in background? Okay. Effective end date. So what is effective end date? That we will see. And for what are the segments that will support? First of all, I will share this one. So yesterday we tried with only OData API, right? So today we'll go with the SOAP adapter, which is a component employee API. Currently, we are not writing these queries and all. Okay, you can forget for now. So we'll go through that component employee API. So once we write some filters and all from component employee API, so we'll come to this topic. Currently, I'm working on one project which is like success factor integration only. So, but the model in success factor completely got changed. Like I used to work in mostly on easy employee central. Okay, my previous project were onboarding. So now they moved into smart recruiters, which is one of the model in success factor. Currently, I couldn't able to see that one here. So, which is a very completely new, uh, uh, a new model, I would say, in success factors. So here that will come like see onboarding is there now. So onboarding is one of the module for them and time off also. So might be the names in demo systems might be changes. Okay. So I have selected the success factor adapter. So yesterday we tried with OData V2. So sorry. Now we will be going with the SOAP adapter. So in order to get the huge data right, I mean, go with the SOAP adapter which will support. So I will get the address and credentials name. So today there will be a simple task only which we need to handle in Groovy script. Okay, that I will share it to you what exactly the requirement it is. So come connecting to the success factor system. See here we have this many APIs and all which are all deprecated, but we will go with the compound employee API which is not deprecated. Okay, I'm selecting that one. So from here, I can select the fields which I require and all. Okay. So this is the first time, right? You're seeing this screen and all, like querying the data from compound employee. Okay. I assume this is the first time. See, I have this many checkboxes and all. So first of all, I want address information. So I'm selecting this one and email information, employment, and again job information, national ID information, phone information, personal information is there. So these are the common uh, segments that we will select from the compound employee API. If you want more, you can select it based on your requirements on top. Okay. So some of the entities that we cannot query here, so it will throw some errors and all. That is the reason I'm not querying them. But these are the common segments that we will select from the compound employee. Okay, so in real time, you if they added any custom also that will be available here so that you can query them as well. Okay, so I've selected the which are the fields that I require and all. So the moment when I select right, my query is already written. Okay, no need to write anything manually. So for now, I will just click on save. See, the moment when I click on save, right, XST is created. For source side, no need to create the XST here. Now, if I go into the references, if I open this one, right, this is my XST. Our compound employee is already generated. If I open this one, right, from the source side, if you are doing with success factor integration, right, so once you query the compound employee APIs, so for you, it is XST is automatically generated. No need to create the source XST. Okay, this is our XST. I will copy. See, this is the XST which I have given earlier. So no need to generate this one. It is automatically created. Okay. So one more thing which you remember here is So the XSC generated for the fields, I mean the segments for you have selected. So consider we haven't selected some of the entities while we are querying the data from the compound employer, right? So we excluded them. So we haven't queried them. Okay, during the time for those segments, the XST won't be generated. Okay. So if you want in future, if client asks you to uh, get more fields, so which is not available in this, sorry, what happened? Okay, so in future, if client asks you to query the data which is not available from this segments, okay, this for now I will say this as nodes, okay, and you need to select explicitly, I mean, with the different nodes. We will see that one. Our XST won't support them. So for now I will cancel. So I don't want to go with that one. So consider there is another portlet which you need to query. Okay. So during that time, right? So it will ask one pop-up message that do we need to overwrite with the current XST which SAP already created. If you want, you can overwrite it since you are selecting the new portlet again. Okay. If you don't want, you need to create your XST for that portlet by downloading the existing XST. Okay, please remember that one. Like first of all, as part of the assignment, what you can do is, so first of don't select the person phone information when you are querying the first this one in the initial query. Don't query this phone information. So write the queries and all. Do whatever the work you want to do. Okay. So at last, once you completed your work, right? So query the this one, any of the portlet which you haven't queried. Okay. During that time, it will ask a pop-up message. During that time, you need to overwrite it. So once you overwrite it, so how your XST will be changes that you need to observe. Okay. So one more thing I want to say here is compound employee API. See, using compound employee API, we cannot filter whatever the fields that we want. With this one. See, from compound employee API, so only these fields we can able to filter. Other than these fields, we cannot filter whatever the data that you are getting from the compound employee. Okay, this also will share it to you. See, whatever the things that I am sharing now, please save somewhere so that you can access everything in single go. Okay. So I will open compound employee APIs if we have this one. See, from compound employee API, we are getting these many fields, right? So consider you have taken this job number, and if you want to try, ignore this one. Uh, direct reports, start date, senator date. Assignment classes also, I guess it is filterable only. It's filter. Okay. So you have almost 100 fields under each portlet, right? But we cannot filter using them. Consider you cannot take the this one date of birth, and if you want to try to filter the compound employee with the date of birth, right? It won't support because that field is not available here. So only the fields which is available here we need to use. Okay, that is the one of the limitation we have here. And once you filter based on these fields, right? So you can use our filter is there, no? The filter palette function, which we generally will do this filter. You can use this filter in order to do your custom filters on top. But in the query, you cannot do everything in a single go. Okay. So for now, I don't want to query entire data. So I will go with okay. First of all, I will go with single employee query. Okay. So which is nothing but personal ID external. So here in the query, I need to write a where condition. So since I am filtering, right? So where personal ID external equal to, oh, I will pick this employee. Here is Smita. Better I will go with some number. I will go with okay. So I'm saving this interface. So and deploy, trace and deploy. See, the moment when we query, right? So we got these many fields and all. We'll copy this one. So this is the employee data that we have queried, and we got only one employee data. Okay, that too, this employee, for this employee we queried personal information, address information, phone information, email, employment, job. There are multiple jobs. Okay, you can ignore why we are getting that and all, and national ID information. So these are the information that we have written in our select query. That is the reason we received everything. Okay. So one more small concept I want to introduce here. So just to right now, I haven't discussed any queries and all to you. I mean, I just filtered the one employee using compound employee API, and we know the structure how it will come onwards. Since the codes, the mid of the codes, so I have given this compound employees to you. So you are also familiar with how to write the filters, router conditions, and all, how to deal with this compound employee API. And we have done multiple mappings as well, right? Now, so in general, in real time, what we will do now, right now, I will remove this one. Where condition, so if there is no where condition, how this query works? It will fetch all the employee data which are available in success factor system, right? Since we are not, I mean, written any where conditions here. So it will try to fetch all the employee details. So if you are trying to fetch all the employee details, so in the trace you cannot download the payload. Okay, it will be truncated. So consider in demo system, I know like 1947 records we have that can be downloadable in the trace and all. So if you go into the trace right from here, you can download that much of payload that will be possible. Okay, whereas in real time you will be getting the mostly like 20,000 records to 1 lakh records for which you cannot download even though you are in trace. So for now, with the trace, I will try to deploy. Right now, I haven't given any where condition and all, and we'll see how it works. So there is one Groovy script which already SAP has given us. So we need to use that Groovy script so that it will log the payloads. Even though you are not in trace, okay, it will log the payload so that you can download whenever you want and all. So there will be some cases, right? So your interface should run every 1 hour. So we cannot monitor our interface every 1 hour, right? So once we log off, we don't know who is monitoring our interfaces and all. Okay, during that time, what we will do now? Consider there is a scenario where you need to fetch the data from the third party uh, systems and all. Okay, and they cannot send the data to you again and again. Okay, which they already processed it. So there is a one issue happened at night 2 a.m. Okay, night 2 a.m. there is one issue happen and your interface is keep on failing. Okay, since you are in not in trace, right? You cannot see the data what exactly that you are receiving. So at 2 a.m. we will be log off only, right? So so we cannot see the data. So during that time, in order to capture the data, right? So we will use one group script which will log the payload. Even though you are in not in trace, right? So there will be a one additional row will be appeared with the attachments. Okay. So that Groovy script we have that I will share it to you so that we need to use that one. Okay. I will open the trace now. See the time and all you can observe. Since when we try to query the data for single employee, it has taken 5 seconds. When we ran the interface without any filters under, it is taken like 18 seconds under. And see 18 second 229 milliseconds under. So time also you need to observe in the trace. Whereas in this trace you cannot see everything. So but from this trace, right, where exactly the time is consuming and all you can observe. Okay. Try to use this trace only for your references and all. So whenever I cannot able to find the issue, right, I will go with this trace and I will keep on check what exactly happening and all. Okay. See, payload is true, lost to displayed. And even though if you download, right, it will work since we have very less data in demo systems and all. But in real time, you will be getting a huge payloads and all. So where you cannot see this message. So you will be getting a message like payload is too large to be displayed. Data might be truncated like that. Some error will, I mean, some message will come here. Not that is not an error message, just a warning message only. So now I will open this one. We'll see how many employees we got. See 1947 employees. So this is also not a big payload. That is the reason you can able to download here. Okay. Consider you are in not in trace now. Since you are in trace, you can go to in trace and download the payloads and all. So there will be scenarios you cannot be in trace, right, for each of the employees. Consider you are handling 200 interfaces. You cannot turn on the trace for 200 interfaces in a single go, right? And you don't know so which interface will run at what time and all. So it expires at I will change the trace and all. And so generally our interfaces will be on log level info only. If you did not turn on the trace, our interface log level will be none or info. Okay. For now I will go with none and I will deploy the interface. With none, you cannot download the payloads. I mean, since we did not turn on the trace and we don't know what exactly happening in the background. We deployed it, huh? It's not coming. I will redeploy it once again. So in my project, there are some limitations which even SAP doesn't know. So currently, our team is checking with SAP. It's not from integration side; it is completely on uh, smart recruiter side. So earlier we have the system called recruitment (RCM). Now they are upgrading their system with smart recruiters. So there is a limitation like it will fetch only 100 records in a single go. Yeah, I turn off the trace. I don't know why it is still on. Don't know who turned on the trace here. Sorry. Here I forgot to off this. Oh, why so silent today, you people? It's not clear for you or uh, any confusion for you people, like what exactly the thing that I am doing?
It's clear.
Okay. What is down? These are the APIs that currently we are going through. So since I have the system access and all, like I can uh, query the data from the smart recruiters and all. Okay. Because if I go in, so this is not required for you people. I just want to share like how the actual work will be in real time. So these are the APIs that we have. Okay. So likewise, you have compound employee API and OData API in success factors, right? So that is purely on EC side. Okay, employee central. Whereas this is completely different. This is smart recruiters. Earlier we have RCM, which is a recruitment management. Okay. Now they are upgrading their system with the smart recruiters. So in smart recruiters, we have this many APIs and all. So currently we are going with this create job, get job ID, this and all. So since I have the system access and all, we can able to query the data. So when I tried here, right, I am unable to see that one here. It's not available. Might be for demo system, demo and all. They haven't upgraded the system yet. In future, it might come. RCM recruitment. Also, I'm unable to see. Okay.
It was saying smart recruiters and SAP company.
Yes, because they are upgrading their system now from recruitment to uh,
I-
uh,
Is
yes.
this itself is a separate system?
No, no, no.
Like
Actually,
company like Success Factors, right? As a company, like Smart Recruiters also is a one system, and it was acquired recently by SAP, and they are doing
Yes.
something, right?
Yes, like even success factor is not a SAP's
Product.
product. They purchase, I mean, SAP purchased success factors.
Correct.
Now it is same with the smart recruiters as well. So earlier in success factor we have a module called RCM. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So RCM. This is the model we have, recruitment management. Okay.
Hmm.
Now they are replacing this RCM with smart recruiters. Okay, there will in future there won't be RCM.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Which was a part of Success Factors.
Yes, now.
Now this is separate. The Smart Recruiters itself is a separate cloud instance.
Might be like so generally I will show you here. So the moment when we click on this button right in our tenants and all, so we will be having the one option called smart recruiters here itself. Currently I cannot show system, but for us we have a one single box called smart recruiters. The moment when we click on that right, my complete UI will be changes. Okay,
Ah.
so from there the actual recruitment process will start, like how they will create some job, some procedure will there for them. So they need to do some, they need to go through some approvals and are
Job life cycle.
like background checks, everything they will do. So currently it is in explore for phase only, like we are going with all the APIs which are available here, and we need to see what is the exact work on. Even we don't know what we need to do.
But earlier with RCM, there must be some interfaces that were already developed, right? What you are currently now developing, were they should have been already there with the RCM, and RCM, right?
Um, yes, there will be.
So
Yeah,
now, now this new task, new work is because smart recruiters was new instance does not have a interfaces. Those earlier instances interfaces you are now upgrading. Now you try to re-implement it.
So for us, it is a complete new development, like custom interfaces only. There is no interface we are using which is already developed by SAP. So generally, for us, right, in the tenants and all, I will reload this one first. So generally in Discover, in the integrations and all, so we will be the having, we will have the standard interface which are developed by SAP, right? Okay, so we are not using these interfaces for our smart recruiters and all, and we don't know what are the exact interfaces that SAP has given also. For us, it is a completely custom interfaces. Everything from the scratch we need to develop.
Oh, so now currently SAP does not have
No, I'm not sure about the SAP whether they already created any interface with the smart recruiters or not, but we are not going with the standard interfaces which SAP if they have created also. For us, is completely new enhancement, new logics, everything is new only. The architecture completely is new. Even my architect doesn't know what exactly the thing that they are working on. Okay, no clarity from each
correct.
department. Okay, we'll need to see how it goes and all. Like if I get any, just checking if I got any. So you from your side, right? If there is any possibility of creating this smart recruiters trial account something, okay, just try now. Otherwise, you can ignore.
Okay.
So right now, please, so you can forget the smart recruiters and all. Okay. So once I complete the project, right? So so it will be like 6 7 months. Okay. Like whatever the things I will do, right? If I got an opportunity, I will share the same knowledge to you people. Okay. So for now, we'll focus on the success factor integration. Okay.
Okay.
For now, we will ignore this one. See, even we are exploring the all the APIs, and if there is any possibility, right, creating the trial account for this smart recruiters, please try that one. Otherwise, ignore. So I just want to share the APIs, what exactly that we will use in real time and all. So every time the API changes. See, currently they are saying that in order to get the data from smart recruiters, we need to use this API. So every time explicitly you need to call job ID and job add-on ID, which will change regularly. This is not the constant URL that you need to use. Based on each employee has job ID and job add ID. So before getting, I mean, if you want to query this data, right? If you want to get this data for each employee, you need to pass job ID and job add-on ID. How you will, I mean, achieve this task and all. So this we already achieved with if you remember with we have done the same thing with the employee ID, right? For now, I will remove this one. So here, in order to update the data into some system, we have used employee ID. So if you reform the structure, okay, and if you try to update update this URL with the employee ID, right, by passing the employee ID with the correct structure in the uh, content modifier or after Groovy script message mapping or XSLT. So you will be forming this structure and posting the data to this URL, right? Then your whatever the changes you did in the interface that will be updated to the respective system, like a Bceptor or some system we used in order to update the system. Okay. This we tried, but in real time, right? These many things that we need to handle under. So that too, if you receive like consider if you receive 100 records at a time. So for 100 records, for each employee, you need to get job ID and job add-on ID. So, so that properties you need to store and that property you need to call here in order to get the data from the smart recruiters again and again. So that splitters and all you need to use. Okay. So once you did the post and all right, okay, I will go to here. See, delete and all you forgot because 99, 100% we won't use any deletes and all. Okay. So we need to concentrate on get post patch put. Okay. So patch is for, so consider from compound employee you are having this much of the payload, right? So it's not for the compound employee. I'm just taking a reference of compound employee. Okay. So consider you are trying to observe the compound employee data.
Okay.
Okay. So patch is nothing but uh if you want to I mean update the address of this employee with some other address name. I will take this one. So you want to update the address one of this employee to some other address here. And you know what exactly the thing that you need to operate. So in order to update this employee address information, no need to pass this much of data. Okay. If you pass this much of data, right? So so it is like completely put mechanism. So it is like you are trying to update this employee data, everything in a single go every time. Personal external, I mean, okay, this one. So you're trying to upgrade this employee data. So in the system, right, currently you are seeing updated, last modified on. It is on 2018. If you upgrade everything in a single go again, the current date will be appeared here. So in HRs and all, what they will assume, right? Some user updated this employee data, even though which is not required. There is no changes required for the personal information. What they asked you to do is only change the address one of this employee, right? But you updated everything. So that is like put mechanism. Okay. Now patch, actually we need to use patch in order to update the particular fields and all. Patch is like if there is any existing record and you need to update any of the one or few fields during that time we need to go with the patch. So this put and patch based on the systems and all it will be changes that you need to check. So for one of the my client, I mean there is a CAPM system, which is a model in BTP. Okay, one of the model in BTP. Okay, so the requirement what we got is, if there is any existing employees present in CAP system, we need to update it. We should not create anything new. Whatever the data that we are receiving from success factor, that we need to update into the CAP system.
Correct.
Okay, during that time, so CAPM model team has suggested us to go with the put mechanism in order to update it, even that they don't know what exactly the put will do there. Okay, so we have used the put mechanism and are updating their system and all. So what exactly that is doing now? So if I send this a much payload, right? So I
Mm.
will show it to you. So if I try to, okay, this is big payload. I will go with this one. Okay. So consider this is the employee. I need to update the address one of this employee. I know what exactly that I need to update. Since KPM model team has suggested go with put mechanism, right? So in order to put the data into the KPM model, I need to reform the structure and all. Okay, by changing what are the fields that I need to update. Okay, for now, since I already have this data, I want to go with this some other address.
Mm.
We'll change this one to, so okay, ABCD Anand Nagar. Okay, some name that I have given. Okay, some address I have given, and I want to update this. Update the CAPM model with this data. Okay, if you observe, only address information got changed, and rest of the fields are remain same only. So just because of this, so what exactly it is doing, right? So it is creating one more employee here with the same ID. Like this, it is creating. Okay, under compound employee, now you have two data only. Person again. So like this, it is creating a mess in our system.
Mm.
Okay. After few test cases and all, they asked us to go with the patch. Patch will upgrade only the particular field which you want.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So that in order to patch the record, right, the logic we need to implement in CI saying that first of all, we need to query the data from the CAPM system in order
Mm.
to check whether the employees exist or not. First of all,
Correct.
if the employee doesn't exist in the CAPM model, then
Mm.
we need to go with the put and all, because that is completely new data. So we need to go with the
Mm.
put.
Mm.
If the employee already available,
Mm.
if you are trying to update anything new, then we need to go with the patch then.
Mm.
So put is creating new employee data again and again, even though there is a particular employee already available. If you observe, right, for this employee, the person ID external is the key field, which is already there for this employee as well. Even though that is available, it is creating. So
Mm.
that is the logic that they have written from their end. It should not be the case. Actually, they have to handle this and all, but due to some time and all, okay, they cannot able to do that one, so they asked us to implement the logic in CA. So for us it won't take much time and all, like within one day that we can develop, that won't be any problem for them. Like since CAPM model is depend on different interfaces and all,
Mm.
and with the different teams and all, so they cannot change it. So that is
Oh.
the thing which we have done. Okay,
Oh.
so these are the discussion, like this CAPM, okay, smart recruiters and all. So it's like kind of out of the class only, but I want to share this information for you people, say, I mean, so that you will be familiar with the what is the exact word that we will do in real time.
Correct. How abstract things will be when you start
Yes.
something, and don't worry. Move on.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of heads up, like just go through the what is the exact actual work that we will do and all. So so the moment when you actually work on this interfaces, right, the real time and all. So if you listen my classes and all, you might think like whatever the classes that we are discussing right now is like it's very basic level only, and we have limitations in demo systems saying that we cannot do some kind of activities here. So consider I don't know success factors. I know success factor integration, but I don't know success factor. So if I know the success factor, right, I will create some more entities where you can do the updates on the.
Mm.
Okay, for now I will go with this employee. So for this employee, what I will do now, I will create my custom fields on top. I will
Mm.
ask you to people to update this employee data. Okay, use this entity and update this employee data handle that, and I can say if I know success factor, because I don't know success factor, I cannot create the fields here. The custom fields and all I cannot create. Custom entities and all I cannot create for you people, and we cannot update the data as well.
Mm.
Okay,
Right.
but in real time, so these people, factor team people will create some custom entities,
Mm.
and we need to query them, and we need to upgrade some, sending the data to the different systems and all that we need to do. So currently we don't
Mm.
have CAPM system, S4HANA system. In success factors also we have some limitation that we cannot do. See, even though right now we are going with the smart recruiters, right?
Mm.
ECC also, that connectivity we need to check, and so that web service concepts and all, so which we cannot cover in this one,
Mm.
in the classes and all. Because there is a huge dependency with the other system and other team members and all.
Mm.
But in real time, you will see these things and all. Okay. So for now, I will come out of this topic. I will go into this one. Our compound employee. Don't know why it is not running. We'll deploy it once again. So don't worry. Like the moment when you understand this this one, right? Integrations, like how to query, how to update, how to filter the datas, like, and message mapping, Groovy script, and XSLT, right? If you know this concept, that is fine. Somehow you can achieve the task which is given by the your senior members or from the clients. You can achieve it. Right now we don't know smart recruiters for sure. Like we need to go through all the APIs and all. One minute, I will change this to. Yeah, I thought of, so before this batch started, right? So I tried with this ADP account. I'm unable to create the ADP account. I tried almost for 2 to 3 days to create ADP account. So we are unable to do that. See, if I have the ADP account, right? So then I have planned, like I want to discuss with you people for at least 2 to 3 days about that interface which we did and all. So for you people, like in the interviews, it will
Mm.
be very helpful.
Yeah, at least two systems.
Uh, so how to
One.
integrate the two systems, and what is the logic that we have written, and what are the APIs that we have used, how we have updated the data into ADP and all. So
Mm.
if you explain in such a way, uh, using this many systems and all, right?
Mm.
So what is the query that you have written? So what is, first of all, so what is the authentication mechanism that you used in success factors in CA? Okay, so that authentication mechanism we need to say again. So what is the exact query that we have written? Whether you are going with the compound employee or OData API. If you are going with the compound employee, why compound employee? Why not OData API?
Mm.
Okay, next. So if you are using OData, the same question rise. Okay. Next one is like, so once you got the data, so what is the exact requirement? Are they asking the send the data for each, I mean, all the employees, or
Mm.
else only change employees only? So that you need to explain. So if they ask only change employees, like what are the exact changes that you are sending? even though there is a no change for that particular employee. So changes here means again the two topics come up. Okay, so like we have discussed. So for this employee, only address information got changed, and rest of the things remain same. During that time, how you handle. So we need to exclude the portlets which is not available. I mean, where there is no changes and all. Don't want that data. So we want the data of that employee for which portlet got changed. So that and all also we can handle in the query itself. No need to write any explicit logics and all. So that law, I mean that query part we need to explain. Like after that, that mapping, Groovy script that we have written, XSLTs, on business cases you need to explain. So why we need to write that conditions. And some of the cases, if the employee terminated after 60 days, they will serve the notice period, right? After 60 days, so some of the clients doesn't want that employee record should be sent it to the respective target system. Okay, during that time, how we are excluding those employees and all. Okay, they want some of the clients want only active employees in the system. They don't want the employees who are terminated in the past or in the current. I mean, so consider one of the employee terminated today, and you don't want to send. I mean, no need to send that employee record, even though the employee is still active, even though that employee is serving the notice period. Also, they don't want that employee. Okay, so that kind of scenarios will come up in real time. So once you form the structures and all right, so we need to send the data to the respective target system. So whether they will provide the SFTP credentials to you, or else a mail, or else their URL to connect with the systems and all. That HTTP adapter we will use, right, in order to connect with third party systems and all. With the credential, either it is a basic or OAuth, that they will share it to you. Based on that, you will create the credentials and you will send the data to the target system and all. So that is how the real work we will do. And so currently we discussed with success factor to one third party system. That's it. But in in some cases you need to deal with 3 to 4 system. First of all, you need to query the data from success factor. Again, you need to check with the CAPM. Again, you need to come again into the EC and update something. So once you updated, again you need to send the data to the client. So likewise, 3 4 systems are involved in the integrations and all. During that time, the complexity is bit high. So there is a possibility that you need to handle with the 5 or 6 systems as well. It's completely on the based on the requirements and all how the landscape is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, for now we are in this compound employee API, and if you see our interface ran and I don't have a trace option and I cannot able to see the data. See, if I click on here also I cannot able to see the data. So in the midnights and all we are not in trace, right? And during that time consider your interface failed and you don't know, you are not in trace and you don't know what exactly the payload is come up, right? So for that what we will do is, so we have a standard script for, I will use that Groovy script here in order to update. Since I already have that script, I will just upload. So this is log payload. Okay. This script I will share it to you. I will open the script. If you ask the ChatGPT or anything in the standard SAP help portal also this script is available. We just copy pasted. The moment when I learn this SAP CA, right?
Hmm.
I have this script with me. From that day to till today, I'm using this script to log the payloads and all. Okay. So for now, so there is a one limitation, one this line we added. So SAP, this under condition only we added. The reason is, so message log not equal to none. If it is blank, it won't log in. It won't log anything. And one more thing is, so during some cases, it is not logging the payloads and all due to some memory issues and all. Okay. So now what we are doing here is the additional uh, this condition we have written. So log payload is we need to get it from the properties. The property is log payload. So currently the my variable on the my properties currently here is same. My property is log payload. that I'm assigning into the log payload here. So if my log payload is S, whatever the case is here, capital Y is or small y is or any cases, okay. So I need to log the payload and the condition that we have written here. So right now, in order to get this property right, I need to use first we need to pass the one constant S. For that, I will use this one content modifier. It's the same property I need to use here. For now, you can externalize this property or not. So it's up to you. For now, I will go with this space. I will give S slash no. Externalization I had done, but I haven't given any values here. So as per Groovy script, I need to pass yes there. Okay, I will go into the configure and I will provide the yes, yes. So this is the externalized parameter that I have given, yes or no. So I will go with yes. Save. So right now I did not turn on the trace and we'll see whether my log payload will work or not. See, I did not turn on the trace here, even though from here also it is not there. Okay, now we'll see what it will do. 828. My interface ran and you can see one option called attachments here. Okay. My attachment name in the script that I have given is my log payload. This is the name I have given in my script. With this name, one attachment is added with my log payload and it is storing the data in okay text plane. So where I can download it. Downloads, downloading them, go into downloads. So the final conclusion, what I want to say here is, even though you are not in trace, if you use that script right, okay. If you use that script right, you can log the payloads, the incoming message from the third party systems and all. It's not about the third party, wherever you want that you can use. If you want to log the payloads in CI, say this much of payload in a single go, even though we are in not trace, we can download it. So 1947 records added in the attachments. So it will try to log the entire payload. Even though there are 10,000 records also it will do. But whereas in trace, right, if you turn on the trace and deploy it, right, you cannot download that much of payload from the trace. But in the using the script, right, you can. Okay. And in order to access that Groovy script, you need to use that uh, property log payload as S only. So whatever the case that you need to you can provide in the configure. Either you can configure it or else you can using the constant you can directly add here itself. Both the cases are possible. Since you know that properties headers and all, I don't need to go that much deeper here. Okay. So for now, what I will do now in the reference, it is available, and again I will do. I don't know where exactly I have saved that one. Okay, downloads. I will share this script to you so that you need to use and for future reference also. Please use the script na
Okay.
uh, in
Download.
okay. And if I go with the effective end date, right, it will take some time and all. So now you are familiar with this compound employee as well, right? So how the data will be queried from compound employee API and so how the data looks. So this you already have the data and all. So you please concentrate on the query part today.
Okay.
Okay, with the condition, where condition. So that also I have shared to you people. So try to filter out. So first what you will do now. So try to query the all the employee data. Okay, once you query the all the employee data, right? Uh, so use these filters and all. As many filters as you can do. Okay, so this ignore last modified on. Okay, and try to go with the company territory code. Okay, company department. First go with the company territory code and so go with the under operation after that. Okay, department division that like that you need to filter. So whatever the filter that you are applying, right? You need to check and whatever the operations it will support that also you need to concentrate. Okay. So some description that they have written here, go through that one and do at least 3 to 4 filters so that you will be familiar. So so today 1 minute I will check. I don't know uh, this one. All of the sudden they are scheduling the course. That is the reason I cannot give you a guarantee that I can take the class at evening. So yesterday there is a plan, but all of the sudden they scheduled a call that went till 10:30. So today also we have call at 8. Mhm. Okay, I will update you about the next class and all. So if tomorrow also we'll connect at same time, like 7:30 only. For sure we'll go with this effective end date. Thought of discussing this today, but it's not happened. Okay, for now you practice that compound employee, na?
Okay.
And tomorrow, if is possible, like evening, I will let you know about the timings and all. If there is a class, that would be after 8 only.
Tomorrow, right? Next class tomorrow, right?
No,
Evening.
no, no. Today's evening, if I
Oh,
want to take class, right? So I will try to take the class at after 8 p.m.
okay.
Okay. You are available, right? No
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
no problem. Just in touch
Yes.
Okay.
before equipping anytime.
Okay. And tomorrow also like 7:30 only will continue. So from now onwards, like from 7:30 to 8:30 only will continue.
Okay.
So since we are going with uh, in low phase only, right? I'm not even if you observe, right, even though we discussed the entire class for one hour, so so we are not going that faster and all. So if you observe this entire class, I just queried the compound employee API. That's it. I haven't done anything. But in the compound employee API, that filters effective end date. So what are the filters available on the operations and the Groovy script that we have written, right? So with the trace, without trace, what exactly it will do. So if I update the Groovy script, how it is adding the attachments and all that we covered today. So it's very small topics only. So in future, so I will come up with more Groovy script. Okay. So that is the reason I haven't discussed everything in a single go. So the moment when the requirements come up, right? Uh, if I take that as an example, then only you will understand. That is the reason I haven't discussed everything in a single go. So currently, whatever the things that we are doing is completely on real time. So this is how we will query the data. So this in a compound employee, so we have effective end date equal to today query filter and last modified greater than last on date. So that is for the deltas and all. So if today evening I will go with effective end date equal to today. So what is exactly the effective date is today evening we will see that one. And tomorrow if there is a possibility I will go with the delta. And after that I have some groovy scripts that I need to share it to you. Okay, how to filter the how to use the query filter in order to get the data from the compound employee API. Okay, and some one more concept, how to store the last run dates. So that and all I need to discuss with you people. Okay, so just a heads up, like what are the things that we are going to discuss in 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
Okay, that's it from my end. I will update about the next class. Thank you all. Bye.
Okay. Do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Looks a new upgrade has come. Those fields key value pair, it's not there. Just I wanted to show it.
Which key pair?
Just trying to share you. Please accept.
Okay.
Mm.
That hash map concept also I need to discuss with you. So there are many things are in my mind. If I have the option sharing my project related thing now, so I would have taken at least 2 to 3 hours each day so that I can share whatever the knowledge I have in CA and all. Okay.
Okay. Remember, there was very
No, no,
first.
no, 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 no. Cancel this one.
Uh,
Click on add.
uh,
No, no. Sorry. Create.
uh,
Key pair. Reload and try now. Even my tenants also it's not working as expected sometimes.
Demo systems, right?
Hmm.
They keep on without a notice. They are upgrading. They upgrade right in backend.
Yes, they will do.
This was Asia Pacific server.
Okay.
Last time you mentioned you chose US, right? Actually,
US. Yes.
I chose Singapore, so it gave me AP21.
Okay.
And success factors ID Mahesh has shared. Uh, so URL to access. He was mentioning some remote desktop and all. Is it? It's for SAP, right? I think.
Uh, the success factors one.
Success factors.
It's remote desktop only. I cannot able to access the success factor in my system. I need to connect to the another system. Remote desk only that one.
Uh, s- uh, for me also like that only, right?
Yes. For you also the same.
So that IP should give me some prompt, right? Like this, but it is not yielding any page.
I mean, no. Are you try to access in the Google? Not from the. You need to click on that run right. Go to the search options in the screen. I mean, you can close this one. Uh, 1 minute now.
Yeah.
So left is no, not from here. It's not from the Google. So you need to go into this one. In the Windows itself, we have the search, right, where you can do app search
Okay,
and all.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, this one correct. Click on run. Just type run. Run. RUN.
Ah,
Yes. Remove. No. Remove this one. So the procedure he has given, right? How to connect with that system.
okay, like here I have to use connect. Okay.
No, that procedure, right? Mahesh sir given you to, right? How to access the demo system and all.
The message. Okay.
Yeah, you need to go into the start. Let's type run. Next type MSTSC. MSTSC.
Okay. That was
And
okay.
again, you need to click on OK. After that, is a server IP that he has given. Okay, username and password also he has given to you.
Okay.
So you need
Remote
to,
desktop. Okay.
yes. So you need
This
to
already you
follow.
have done, right? I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Ah,
I already did it. The moment, so once you did it, na, so it will automatically log into the success factors.
okay.
Okay, so the first
Makes sense.
connectivity is the thing that we need to do rest time, right? From the next time, so it will save our username and passwords and all.
Uh-huh.
So you can,
Okay. All right. No
yes.
problem. And here,
Okay,
what?
so try to open in new tenant, I mean new tab. Integration and APIs.
Keystroke.
Mhm. Create key pair. Yes.
Oh, this screen has come. Okay.
Yeah.
Not in the ad. Okay.
Not in add. Yes.
Okay. There I went right. Wrong. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you both. Bye.